course, a big crowd for what is a big game. You could argue the biggest game in the National League so far this season. And the great thing is, with the title race that we have, there are going to be a lot more of these head-to-heads, and what a good flat that's to have if you're a Leyton Orient fan. The Orient squad didn't get back from their midweek win at Barrow until 4:30 on Wednesday morning, but there's only one change to the 11 that started in Cumbria. Josh Coulson, who recently returned from a hamstring injury, moves to the bench, with Jamie Turley, who's on loan from Notts County, drafted into central defence. Wrexham have had a little longer to prepare than Orient, not in action since last weekend's home win over Chesterfield. Brian Hughes, who's still unbeaten as Wrexham manager, has named an unchanged 11. Kieran Kennedy, a National League title winner with Macclesfield last season, keeps his place at right back, despite Kevin Roberts' return to fitness. He owes 1-0 loss at Boreham Wood back in December. Well, this Orient's second season running in the National League, their supporters hoping they'll stay in the 5th tier. Nothing like as long as Wrexham's, relegated in 2008. This is the Red Dragons' 11th season in the National League. And Turley up from the back, recalled to the side today. The big centre-half who was at Boreham Wood last season. That's Ekpiteta. And it goes from McInnes, and they're struggling to get it clear, and it's only just wide. Clay with the shot, very close to an opener.
It's been a great start. Maybe the challenge coming in could have possibly have brought him down. But just drags it slightly when he gets into that position, leaning back. But that would have been a perfect start to the game.
Brad Walker is the player down here, who's on loan from Shrewsbury. Something they're concerned about, maybe a muscle problem here. The message from Walker is to tell the bench not to get someone ready to come on yet. He wants a chance to prove that he can carry on, but it isn't looking too good, is it, for Walker? Change made then with Bobby Grant brought on, signed from Fleetwood in January. On win the header, but he dropped to Kennedy, cleared by Leyton. Bevan won the header. Tollett trying to make something of this up against Ekpiteta. He's done really well and fired narrowly wide by Tollett, the closest that Wrexham have come.
They've gone quite direct down the middle to Stuart Bevan, and he's more often than not won too many flick-ons, and this time he does. And then you get in these situations now. Tollett up against Ekpiteta, and maybe a yard offside, but still plays to the advantage, allows the ball to bounce, and all of a sudden with the wind swirling here, Leyton Orient, a slight issue there, but that's an unlucky strike there from Ben Tollett.
Evan here up against Turley. A real nuisance there, wasn't he, Bevan? He's not happy that the referee has given the defender the benefit of the doubt.
I've said it a few times now, Adam. It's a game, you need to let it flow. This could be a long game if fouls are going to be given every single time. Minimal contact. I think Turley's lost control of that myself. I think he's trying to shield it out.
I like what Jennings had to say before this game, the Wrexham left back. He is quite outspoken, says what he's thinking. He said he admitted he had one eye on the O's game against Barrow on Tuesday. He said he was hoping for an equaliser from Barrow. Said that they owe Orient one. Here's Simpson on the volley from Maguire Drew. That would have been a beauty, and it wasn't far off.
And he scored a couple of spectacular goals already, Jordan Maguire Drew. This is brilliant play from Simpson. Turns Lawler inside out, puts him into row one. It's great technique. So unlucky. It's the first real chance of the game, and it's probably what's just been missing so far. It's called quite a little bend on it. But yeah, I think he's a player that almost needs to try and build the team around him to a certain extent. I think he needed to move away from Brighton, get a regular team, regular first team football.
Bevan's ball inside, and the shot from Bobby Grant. Young's delivery. It's going to be a corner.
So look at the space there. Just goes over Macaulay Bond's head.
And it goes again from Young. Widdowson got his head on that, and then it was volley clear by McAnuff, but Wrexham will try again. Young with another cross. That was a really nice one too.
Don't defend the ball, second ball really well. Gives plenty of time for Young to whip that ball in. You have to say that is top class defending there from Pateta to flick it away.
All three centre halves are up for Orient. It's Joby McAnuff, a Premier League player, who will take it. Didn't quite reach Pateta, Wright made sure of that. And this is Tollett. Gets away from Link. And there's a runner here, which is Bobby Grant. He was in if he'd seen him. And the pass eventually from Bevan. That's too much of it. Well, if that had been spotted, he was clean through.
Yeah, he was. Because Ling was on the left-hand side, out of position. So that's where the space was on the right-hand side. It's a great challenge from Craig Clay, you have to say that. And then all of a sudden the ball went across, that was forced a little bit.
Lawler beaten in the air, Simpson. And Simpson still. He'll get another chance, or it was just taken away from him by Kennedy. Good movement from Tollett. It's just over the head of Bevan. It was headed clear by Happy. Goes all the way through to Brill, the shot from Grant.
Well, Wrexham, what they've done really well is when crosses have gone into the box and Leyton Orient had defended, more often than not, they picked up second balls on the edge of the box and they've kept the ball alive and kept pressure on.
They deal with that pressure, the respective groups of players play a big factor in which of these teams, if either, ends up going up to League Two. Ling's pass finds Simpson. He's done really well here. Referee's played an advantage. Simpson finds Sling. And Bond! Well, a player of his calibre will probably feel he should have scored.
It's taken 42 minutes for Macaulay Bond to get his first chance of the game. Simpson again. He's got a great turn, great reverse ball there. I think the header, when it comes in, just takes a slight deflection. That maybe have just changed the pathway of the cross coming into Macaulay Bond. As you mentioned, a player of his quality should be at least hitting the target minimally.
Bond's header inside, but Simpson let it get away from him. So the first half is brought to a close. Goalless at the break, and a very big 45 minutes ahead in terms of the National League title race. Nothing between Leyton Orient and Wrexham as we get back underway here. What do you think the key messages will have been, Adam Virgo, from the respective managers?
I think for Justin Edinburgh and Leyton Orient, I think just that the intensity when you are on the ball, to move the ball quickly against a side that likes to sit back deep.
Wrexham have done a good job so far of stifling Orient in that final third.
Just again, it's a prime example there, just a little bit of possession, you fire it straight up to Stuart Bevan. Up against Happy and Turley. Certainly feel that those two centre-halves of Leyton Orient will get the better of him in a physical battle in the air.
Over to Link, who brought it down beautifully, but it just got away from him a little bit, and he's left a bit on the goalkeeper, Lainton, accidentally there. Link. I think he had every right to go for that ball, Link, but he touched to bring it down, just let it get away from him a little bit.
It's a great diagonal from only Happy that comes inside James Jennings, but you have to say to Rob Lainton, very, very brave. I think Sam Ling, you're right, has every right to go for the ball there. I don't think he has any intention of deliberately leaving one on the goalkeeper. Committed challenge from both players.
Kennedy's cross. Rutherford just about managed to keep it in. Kennedy's ball in towards Akil Wright, and he's knocked it down, and Tollett, I think that was on target, needed stopping.
Great play there, Ekpiteta on Akil Wright. You feel that the number 20 for Wrexham is going to get the better of him when the cross comes in. Just loses him slightly, and all of a sudden he's scraping there. But you have to say that's brilliant talent defending there from Jamie Turley.
Maguire drew with the pass here to Clay. Fired forward by Bobby Grant. Cross came Turley. Looks like well, certainly on first sight, looked like something accidental here involving Bevan and Turley, but those two have been going at it all game.
Yeah. I think that's certainly accidental there from Jamie Turley. Definitely catches Stuart Bevan.
That change is being made now. He's worked hard, hasn't he, Bevan?
I think he's worked really well today. He's had to feed off a lot of scraps and fight balls along the way, but always kept his head down. He's always tried to be an option out. So that's a great 70 minutes from him. This one just something a little bit more different, probably a little bit more physical.
Maguire drew. Brophy. Bon. Simpson. Ekpiteta! In! Ekpiteta for Orient! Massive goal! And it's a centre-half of all people who's got it for Leyton Orient. They're celebrating all around us, even on the balconies.
We can just certainly feel the relief now from these Leyton Orient fans. They'd be disappointing from the way that it's coming from a throw-in. I think they really defend their line very, very well. Not really clearing it. And an unlikely source. Marvin Ekpiteta hits the target. Rob Laneton just couldn't quite get a strong enough hand to get it away. Wrexham had loads of chances to clear it. They don't do it. It does take a slight deflection off. Jennings and Pearson when they come out and close it down. And what a huge goal this is in the context of the National League, Adam.
A goal of potentially huge significance, scored by Marvin Ekpiteta. Also, last away game, they did come back with a late equaliser against Gateshead. And Wrexham find a way to take something from this match still. Kennedy's cross looped up into the air, and Brill was a little bit unsure, certainly came under pressure from Oswald.
I think he was saying to Ekpiteta, he said he called time. More time around him. He had a right to go there, wasn't in control of the ball.
Ben Tollett, who's coming off. And of course, is on loan from Tranmere, and it's another player on loan from Tranmere, Cole Stockton, who comes on to replace him. Young. Rutherford. No outlet down the right-hand side, so it has to stay central here with Akil Wright. Lawler. Rutherford with the chance to cross. Brophy got in the way. Akil Wright has come short here. Rutherford. Stands up a good cross, and the goalkeeper, Brill, came a long way for that. Out it comes to Kenny. Good period here for Wrexham. Jennings. That took a deflection, and Rutherford was nearly on the end of it. Great clearance by McAnuff. And the flag's up on the far side, and it'll be Orient's ball.
Well, he wouldn't have known that, Joby McAnuff. But what I will say is that Leyton Orient defended these crosses absolutely brilliantly this afternoon. It's a very tight call to give.
Desperate not to hand any initiative to a title rival here. Stockton looking to get on the turn, gets away from turn, he fires the shot in! Swerving there, and had to be dealt with by Brill, cleared by Brophy. What a hit that was from Cole Stockton.
It was a great shot from him. It's taken 91 minutes for Wrexham to really carve up a shot on target that Dean Brill's had to be called into action. Does really, really well because he pins Turley. There's nothing you can do as a centre-half, but you've got to stop him turning. He was comfortable goalkeeping there, good strong punch on it, had to be short.
Still could be a chance for Wrexham. Grant with the cross, and claimed by Brill. That could just be the points for Orient.
Huge cheer from around the ground when Dean Brill caught that one, edging ever closer to these 3 points.
Biteta heads it forward. All eyes on the referee as we await the final whistle. As a check of the watch, and there it is! Orient at top of the league. A third win of the season for Justin Edinburgh's side over Wrexham. One that takes them above today's opponents in the table.